It started with a sound. A message pinged while she was in the shower, her phone vibrating softly on the nightstand, screen lighting up the room in brief, rhythmic pulses. She never left her phone unattended. Never. The name that appeared was one I didn't recognize. Can't wait for tomorrow. Heart. Tomorrow was Saturday, her me time. I remember standing there, frozen, towel in my hand, the steam still rolling out from under the bathroom door. I could hear her humming behind it, soft, casual, content. And for the first time in years, I didn't recognize her voice. Something cracked open in me then. Not loud, not violent, just a quiet fracture that spread beneath the surface. A hairline line in glass that would one day shatter the whole thing. I didn't confront her. Not that night. I just watched her phone go dark again, and I waited. Because love doesn't vanish in an instant. It rots. Quietly. She told me she needed space. Every weekend. To reset. To breathe. To not be wife for a while. I told her I understood. I smiled. I even packed her bag once. Because that's what trust looks like. Blindfolded, hand extended, waiting for the knife. But little things began to twist my stomach in knots. Her perfume lingered longer than it used to. Her hair smelled like a different brand of shampoo. And once, on a Monday morning, there was a faint mark beneath her collarbone. Not red, not fresh, just enough to whisper a story I didn't want to hear. When I asked where she went, she gave the same answer every time. A cabin, alone, to think. Except she was never tired when she came home. Never distant, just lighter. I told myself I was imagining things. That suspicion was poison. That I was being that kind of husband. Paranoid, controlling. But that message kept flashing behind my eyes like a recurring nightmare. Can't wait for tomorrow, heart. And soon, I couldn't tell if I was losing her or my mind. I started quietly. No accusations, no questions, just observation. When she left the next Saturday, I waited 15 minutes, then followed. Her car moved through the city with mechanical precision. Same roads, same exits, every turn rehearsed. But she didn't go toward the woods. She went downtown, to a small apartment complex with a view of the river. I parked 2 streets away, watched her step out, her face glowing in the golden light of late afternoon. She wasn't tense or sad. She was free. A man opened the door before she even knocked. He kissed her forehead. She laughed. That laugh. The one she used to save for me. I didn't move. Didn't breathe. Didn't even blink. I just memorized the address. Then drove home, slowly, calmly, one hand on the wheel, the other gripping the torn edge of my trust. That night I looked up his name. It didn't take long. He was tagged in an old photo of hers from college. Same smile, same eyes. An old flame, she said, burned out long ago. The next morning I called my lawyer. And then I started collecting proof. A week later I had it all. Receipts, timestamps, photos, even one of her walking out of that apartment Sunday night wearing a dress she claimed she'd bought for me. I didn't hate her. Not yet. Hate is too heavy when you're still pretending to love. But the pretending was almost over. When the papers arrived, I read them twice before sealing the envelope. No note, no accusation, just silence printed in black ink. That evening, she came home humming again. The same tune as before. She kissed me absent-mindedly, set her bag down, and went upstairs to change. I followed, quietly. The house felt different, like it was holding its breath. When she walked into the bedroom, she froze. The envelope was there, resting neatly on her pillow. Her name written in my handwriting. She looked at it for a long time before opening it. Her hands began to tremble halfway through the first page. Then she looked at me, eyes wide, voice shaking. You knew?" I didn't answer. I just set a small stack of photographs on the dresser. Her lips parted, but no sound came out. Tears began to form, and for a moment, I saw guilt. Real guilt. Not fear of being caught, fear of being seen. But it was too late for that. She begged, whispered my name like it still meant something. "I can explain, please." I stepped forward, calm, deliberate. "You don't need to," I said. "Everything's already written." Her eyes darted between the papers and me, panic rising. "This doesn't have to end like this." I almost smiled. "It already did," I said. "You just didn't notice." I walked past her, picked up the bag she'd left by the bed, and handed it to her. "Your me time starts now." The words cut through the air like glass. She broke down, quietly, pathetically, clutching the papers to her chest, as if they could rewrite what she'd done. But I didn't stay to watch her crumble. I'd seen enough disintegration for one marriage. I slept on the couch that night, not out of anger, out of relief. The silence was heavy, but clean. No lies, no noise.